we walked down the stairs and I'm like, okay, what bar are we going to? You know, so he walked straight into the office, so I follow him. And he was like, what I mean by we're moving you around is you're not going to be working here anymore. And I'm like, can I ask why? He was like, because of some videos you posted. I said, may I ask what videos I posted? He said, you know what you posted.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is from Men Only, and it's about some liberal women who thought it was funny to joke about Charlie Kirk's death. And let's just say, it didn't end well for them. Since when is celebrating someone's assassination supposed to be a good thing? I honestly don't get it. Anyway, let's get into it.
They got me fired from my job. They doxed me and got me fired. My boss said that I was celebrating what happened to Kirk, and I wasn't celebrating. All I did was make a video saying, you know, directly quoting something he had said in the past, and then they put me on that list and got me fired.
They didn't even have to fire her. If she never posted that video joking about the tragedy, she'd still have her job today. All she had to do was keep the camera off, but she couldn't help herself.
I mean, how were they smart enough to make that whole list of all of us and get so many people fired? They should have given them more credit for their, like, dark websites or whatever. What am I gonna do? I have children and I'm not gonna be able to pay my mortgage because they got me fired just for talking, you know? Like, I didn't even do anything wrong. I guess my boss is on the red side, and I had no idea. I just wasn't thinking when I made that video.
She didn't lose her job just for talking. She lost it because she embarrassed her company by making fun of the killing of an innocent man. There's nothing harmless about that. But she really thought she could say whatever she wants and still keep her job. That's not how it works.
He just fired Kimmel off of his own show because he spoke about Charlie. Because free speech isn't free anymore. What does this world come to? Like, if you can fire somebody over something they said because you didn't like what they said, like, so messed up. Like, he's fired, okay? He's like...
The people crying about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired are the same ones who never even watched his show. They just want something to be mad about, even though they're clearly in the wrong here.
That's permanent, okay? That's permanent. Like, do you know the damage? It's not like he, like, killed somebody. It's not like he killed somebody for saying something.
If you look at the numbers, Kimmel was getting fired no matter what. His show was costing the network a ridiculous amount of money. His stupidity just sped up the process.
I just got out of an impromptu meeting with the Vice President of Western Governors University, scheduled on my calendar 10 minutes after I arrived back from my midday break. No one else was scheduled on the meeting, besides Casey Clark, the Vice President of Western Governors University. But then the HR representative showed up first, and we both sat there, and knowing that she's worked at the university for about a month. And then he showed up, and I said, it would have been great if we met each other under different circumstances, Casey. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna fire you.
Women like this think whatever they do is harmless, like the rules don't apply to them. But the moment you make your company look bad by celebrating someone's death, guess what? You're getting fired.
Basically. And he said that even though Ohio is a one-party consent state, and I only showed the part of the conversation where I spoke during the prior meeting, that breached the policy for the university, which, if you ask me, sounds like illegal retaliation for calling out the president, Scott D. Pulsifer, for neo-Nazi sympathizing with Charlie Kirk. But I would love a pro bono lawyer to verify whether or not that's correct. And then he said, I celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. If me calling out who Charlie Kirk was, which was someone with neo-Nazi beliefs and statements, is celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, then so be it. Because that's who the fuck he was. He was a neo-Nazi.
She's not just fine with Charlie Kirk's death, she's also out here trashing his name with straight-up lies. That's not only stupid, it shows she has zero basic decency.
And any organization that would fire me for calling a neo-Nazi is not an organization I want to work at. Now all WGU students, faculty, and staff will know that the president and vice president are both neo-Nazi sympathizers.
He doesn't even realize that by openly accusing the staff at her university, she's basically ruined her chances of ever getting a job at another college after this.
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there.
A few moments later.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that we were the type of friends who would live together someday after college. And
people can disagree on politics and still be friends. But this isn't about politics. She was literally singing a song saying Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him. That's not politics, that's just having no empathy.
like stay in touch no matter what, and I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions.
Her friends were shocked by how she acted. That behavior was just inhuman, and they saw it. That's why they blocked her everywhere after she posted that ridiculous video.
Not only did they fire me, they banned me permanently from the premises and escorted me out to my car. I wasn't even allowed to walk through the building myself. I was upstairs at one of the bars. I was working, and the big manager that you hardly ever see, like the manager that when you see him, you know there's a problem, comes and gets me. And he's like, pack up the money in your well. We're going to move you around a little bit. I'm like, okay, they need me to cover a break at another bar or whatever.
It's normal to escort someone out after they are fired. It's not trying to make them look like a victim. It's just a safety measure and a legal thing. Technically, they're trespassing once they lose their job.
So anyways, we walked down the stairs, and I'm like, okay, what bar are we going to? So he walked straight into the office, so I follow him. And he was like, what I mean by we're moving you around is you're not going to be working here anymore. And I'm like, can I ask why? He was like, because of some videos you posted. I said, may I ask what videos I posted? He said, you know what you posted. I said, okay. He's like, I'm going to need you to sign these termination letters. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to need a copy of those. I was like, what is the exact reason for my termination? He was like, not following the code of conduct.
These women don't get that the videos they post have real-world consequences. Making posts about Charlie Kirk just makes their company look bad and shows how unhinged some employees can be.
I said, okay, fantastic. Austin is a red city, not a blue city. People think, oh, Austin's a little liberal. No, it's not. All of my little bitch-ass coworkers were posting, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, R.I.P. I feel so bad for his wife. When you take a stand, when you say R.I.P. to someone like that, you're saying to everyone else, I side with him. I believe what he believes. I'm so confused.
Saying public condolences to the family of someone who was just killed doesn't mean you're taking their side. It means you have a heart and want to comfort the victim's family. That's very different from celebrating their death.
I made a video a couple hours ago that was like, oh my god, something's in the air, like the energy feels weird, is it just me? I just got fired. I just got a call from my boss and the executives at the office that I worked at past tense, and I got fired for posting a TikTok about Charlie Kirk. And before anyone asks, yes, I am looking up attorneys. I will be looking into what kind of leg I have to stand on as far as like a wrongful termination suit or anything like that.
Of course she's trying to sue her employers. Even though she broke company rules, said offensive things, and embarrassed them, she still thinks she's the victim here. Come on, man, get out of here.
But honestly, I feel like I feel good. I'll do a full story time soon and probably like a little get ready with me to go pick up my stuff from security tomorrow. But like ultimately, I'm like kind of excited. Maybe it's like my big three all being fire signs that make me really excited when shit like this happens. I'm like, yes, give me a challenge. Fuck you. So my new full-time job is going to be applying for jobs and looking for attorneys and cleaning my house and doing my homework. And posting on the internet. The thing that got me fired.
That excitement she's feeling won't last long. She'll soon realize her public posts are going to come back and bite her. No company is going to hire someone who acts like that. It's bad for business.
One of the benefits of being self-employed is that I have no fear of being fired from my job because I'm not going to fire myself. Now you could say, Christina, there are clients who could fire you. And to that, I would say if my clients fire me for expressing my opinions and beliefs, then I am not the right attorney for those clients. And that's fine because there are other clients out there. And I think that my clients truly respect that I am a very reasonable and credible and hardworking and honest attorney.
That's not even the point. The point is, posting stuff like this online shows zero professionalism and proves that as a lawyer, she couldn't represent a client who disagrees with her political views. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Peace.